stationery and gift shop. We're meeting Dana and Jess, their founders. So let's go see what they've got to say.
If you had to explain to us Knick Knack Collections in 5 words or less, what would you say?
Knick Knack Collections is an eco-friendly stationery and gifts brand. We sell stationery that's well designed and that appeals to anybody and everybody. So you could be all walks of life basically, but being sustainable and vegan. Yeah.
But do you want to give us like a quick rundown of how Knick Knack Collections came about and how you guys started?
So Knick Knack Collections came about because we looked out in the market. We saw there was either a lot of products that looked great,
Yeah.
but they weren't really helping the environment, and there was products that were helping the environment, but they didn't look the best. So it's either one or the other. And we thought, why don't we mix the two and make it appealing for everyone? So we decided we first started with markets, we decided to sort of, get our feet wet in that sort of stationery side of things. And then from there, grew pretty quickly. We got good feedback from all of our products and our designs, and from there it sort of has grown very, very fast to now we have a store here in Eastland. And we've only been running for just over two years.
Yeah.
2 years. So
Awesome. So what can people buy at Knick Knack?
Wow, there's many things. Well, at Knick Knack Collections you can buy an A4 notebook, which has pocket dividers. It's 100% recycled, Australian post-consumer waste, vegetable-based inks in and out, and sketchbooks as well. They're the same, A4 sketchbooks, and A4 notepads as well. They're all the same. They consist all the same with the same materials. And
we should say that everything we sell, we make it ourselves in store. It's all made in store. So you buy something, it was made from us in this very location.
How do you ensure that your products are eco-friendly?
For us, it's in our DNA. It's sort of something, a lot of people use it as a marketing gimmick. And the thing with eco-friendly is there's no regulation on it. So people can say something's eco-friendly when it might not be that eco-friendly. A lot of paper, which is made out of chopped down trees, people will say it's eco-friendly just because it has a sustainable logo on it, which is helpful, but you're still using a raw material when there is still plenty of paper in the world which can be recycled and isn't getting recycled. So the way I see it is, why chop down another tree when we can recycle what we've already got, use our own waste and use it into something else. We get all the front covers printed locally, and the rest of the materials we'll print ourselves and then assemble ourselves.
And our paper is Australian post-consumer waste, so it's here. Also, our packaging is compostable, so that's thumbs up for the environment. That's the main thing.
We should talk about, so the thing with packaging, there's a common belief that it's either all or nothing. A lot of people will just assume that packaging is bad for the environment, you shouldn't have it. The issue with not having packaging is that if that product gets ruined in any way, you've got to throw it out, which is worse for the environment. But the thing with our packaging is it's actually made from corn. So it's derived from corn, and it is 100% compostable. So you can put this into your compost, and then it'll completely biodegrade down.
So did you find it hard to find these materials? Like, how did that process go?
A lot of the materials that we stock there was lots of searching, and there's a lot of moments where we were just like, this is impossible, how are we going to do it?
And very emotional and killing at the same time, because we wanted to do something so bad and we were so passionate about it, and it was just killing us at the same time that we either couldn't get it in Australia or it just wasn't possible. But we never gave up. Like, even though that it took us longer just to even start the business, we just never gave up because we knew what we wanted and we knew what we wanted to achieve and what it is possible. You just need to find it. You just need to keep going, like keep pushing, like, you know.
And we would ask a lot
stop.
of suppliers and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, for certain things in Australia, and they'd be like, it's impossible, it'll never happen, you can't get it. And then eventually it happens for us. Usually we have to think outside the box about how to make things work, but each time we've gotten there. So, you know, if we wanted to, we could get our stuff printed cheaply in China, you know, for next to nothing. But that's not our beliefs, and that's not who we are. So that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the would you say vegetable-based ink?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So the thing with inks is that inks tend to be derived from oil, crude oil, you know, which comes out of the ground, and it's not a nice thing. That's what oil is made out of. A lot of people, that's what inks are made out of. And not a lot of people know that. But there's a lot of things involved with inks which isn't the greatest for the environment, or, you know, people's health, or the manufacturing of it, or anything like that. The difference between the inks that we use is that it's completely water-based, and it's made out of pigments and colours that are derived from plants. So it's 100% renewable, 100% harm-free. And the main thing is, the issue with anything that uses anything out of the ground or any of these resources is that eventually we're going to run out. So there's a lot of people who are like, I don't care about the environment, but you will care when we run out of something, and that's when it'll actually hit you. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to care about the environment, you know, we're not going to tell you what to think, we're not going to tell you what to believe. But eventually, it might not be your life, but your children's or your children's children's, eventually we're going to run out of that stuff and you're going to be left with nothing. So it's always best to start now so that we can sort of secure a future where we don't all sort of fall, you know, into turmoil.
What I say, it's like, there's no harm in being careful. Like, there's no such thing. We're careful throughout each of our day. Like, we watch where we step, where we watch where we go. Why can't we be more mindful of what we choose? Like, even if we don't know what's to come, why can't we just be careful about it? Like, why can't we just make that decision for the future? Like, no matter what we think, what our beliefs are, it doesn't really matter. We're just being safe.
Yeah.
That's great. So do you have a final message for our viewers about why they should come give you a visit?
The reason I would say to come down to Knick Knack Collections is because you get to experience eco-friendly stationery and gifts business that's handmade, Australian made, and you just experience all that vibe. Once you walk into our store, like, it's just like you get that earthy vibe, basically. Like, you know what you're walking into basically when you look at it, but you also know that you're going to get vibrant, enthusiastically vibrant stationery. Like, whatever your needs are, we can also customize whatever your needs. Like, it's endless. Like, you know, when you normally go to stationery businesses, like in the shopping centre, especially we're in the shopping centre, so you won't ever find that. But most of all, come down and check out our store, like,
and speak to the creators.
And speak to us. We'll meet the creators in person, so